Bloomingdale Short Hills takes pride in providing fun events for empowered women in the community, which is what we are doing here today at the In Her Shoes MOMBOSS panel event. Let's meet the panelists and attendees. We had such an amazing morning here at Bloomingdale Short Hills. Thank you so much for hosting this event.
Thank you for joining us. We had so much fun.
So enlighten our audience, what is the In Her Shoes panel series?
So the In Her Shoes is how Bloomingdale's complements our client's life and really part of her life, from the gym to her business to her family life, whether it's going to a wedding, planning for vacation, getting the kids ready for camp. We want to be part of it, complement it, and make it easy, and have a lot of fun with them. We're part of the community. We see our clients numerous times during the week. We see them with their parents, their extended family, and we just want to have fun and support them.
I'm Priya, and I'm a resident of Short Hills. I'm a personal stylist. I started this about 18 months ago after we moved to Short Hills from Paris, which is really where I realized that it is okay not to be a corporate mom and to start my own business.
Congratulations on a wonderful morning.
Thank you so much. It was energizing to be here. I loved being surrounded by all these inspiring women and listening to their stories. I think I only knew Mallika's, but there's all these wonderful women that had so much to offer, and I feel like I learn from them all the time. Some of these women have been in business for way longer than I have, and I'm looking forward to creating more of a, mentee relationship with them as well.
They didn't want you to leave.
That's absolutely true. And I think what I was understanding from all of them is that there is the need, like all of us, to want to do something, to follow your passion. But how do you find it? How do you take that leap? And those were the kinds of questions that were coming up. And they almost wanted us to tell them that you can do this and it's okay. And I was in their shoes. I truly needed the same from other people. And I'm happy to offer it to whoever I can as well. Honestly, this is my second home. I have been asked over and over and over again if I work at Bloomingdale's. As a stylist, I am here so much. They've done a tremendous job over here. They keep rearranging, and the shoe department just gets better and better. And this whole campaign of In Her Shoes, it's everywhere. New York City has an entire floor dedicated to shoes, so this could not be a more appropriate setting for me. I'm excited.
10 years ago when I started my business, it was before social media and the internet. And I didn't really have a role model because I didn't have access to them.
Sure.
I think now in today's world it's so much easier because you can be on Instagram, you can check people's websites, and you can read their story and understand and relate to them. But when I started, I felt very alone.
Mallika Malhotra, congratulations on being a panelist.
Thank you so much. It was such an honor to be on that panel. So much fun. I think we all struggle with the same things, and there is beauty and comfort in that you're not alone, that if you're doing this mompreneurship journey, that there are other people that are also struggling, that also are succeeding, and that we're sort of all in this together. And that it takes the community to really push yourself forward, and the support of a community to be your best.
Not only was the energy great among the panelists, but the audience really seemed to feed off of you.
And, you could tell by the questions that they asked after the conversation of how they really resonated with the material. And so I thought there were such good questions that were asked, that people were feeling inspired, they really connected, and they really also shared their stories. So I think it was a great day. I'm so happy to be part of it.
I didn't realize all the small minutia of things that I didn't remember or recall. It's like one of those things, all you moms out there, right? Mom amnesia, right? I didn't understand. I'm like, so many diapers, so much pee.
Sheldon, so nice to be here with you.
So good to see you. So good to see you. So happy to be here.
You drove, it took you 3 hours to get here?
3 hours over the river and through the woods. That's what I have to say. Usually it's not supposed to take me that long, but there was traffic, rush hour, but well worth the drive. Well worth.
A lot of that has to deal with being a mom boss, right? Just getting from point A to point B.
It does. Every day. It's a struggle to be able to figure it out, but some things are worth it, and you have to be able to pull it together. Absolutely, yeah.
So was it worth coming up here?
It was so amazing. The energy in here was awesome. I think one of the questions that we had was, how have things changed 10 years ago till today within the Mom Boss category? One, we wouldn't never even have this event. mom boss, in the middle of the day, be able to figure it out, to be able to talk about the entrepreneurial spirit within women, the entrepreneurial spirit within mothers. It was just wonderful, and the energy, and who doesn't love Bloomingdale's? So, it was just a wonderful, wonderful morning.
You're actually here too with your own crew going on. So we're going live on Facebook with all the panels. Tell us about your show.
Which is so awesome. This Is It TV. We're your daily dose of lifestyle news as we celebrate the entrepreneurial spirit. We're based out of the Philadelphia market, but I'm a Jersey girl, tried and true. I live in New Jersey and grew up in southern New Jersey. And so what we do is we really aid people in no longer whispering their wishes. We encourage them all to scream their dream and provide a digital daily platform for them to tell their story. So we're doing that here in Bloomingdale's and Short Hills. For the next couple of hours, we'll be able to interview some of these key women and then be able to share that with our community. I'm lucky enough to do what I love, and that my kids will get to see me doing what I love. And so that alone is worth it, but then also just being able to provide 100% of my time to whatever it is that I'm doing. When I'm home, I'm all mommy. But when I'm working, I'm all This Is It TV. So for me, it's just really understanding what I need to do and when I need to do it.
So there is no stopping until the head hits the pillow. And sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but late night when the lights are off and the cell phone light's on, and you're looking at things and catching up on emails and those kinds of things, it doesn't really end. But it's just doing my best to when you say juggle, that's what it is. And I don't have a typical day any day of the week.
Danielle Forte. I'm from Chicago, but my husband played with the Jets for 2 years. I'm up here because I started my own clothing line for moms. It's called 828 Clothing, and it goes for every stage of motherhood, from maternity to breastfeeding to post, where I am now, and I will stay, I promise.
Danielle, congratulations on an amazing morning.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun.
And this was really special because you actually flew in from Chicago to be here with us this morning.
Absolutely. My Jersey family is my second family, so I had to come back and see everyone, and I love hip New Jersey, so it was really fun to come back.
What was the biggest takeaway you took from being on the panel?
Learning balance and giving yourself some grace, a lot of grace as a mom, because we're pulled so many different directions, but to have a little bit of grace for yourself and to love yourself and to be like, it's okay to leave my kids, it's okay to leave my husband, and just take that time and just live your dream, have fun.
But for you, just because your husband, from August to hopefully February, he's very busy and involved, and it's a lot, I'm sure, falls on you. So to find that balance in that situation has to be tough.
Well, now that balance is changing because he decided to retire this offseason. 10 years he played, and now he's like, I'm done, I'm ready to relax. I thought that retirement was going to be more relaxed, but we've been, oh my gosh, so busy. I'm like, I need a break now, more than when he was playing. Yeah.
Well, you have to plan the next steps, what he wants to do, and so what are those plans?
He's actually going to do some broadcasting. He will be doing NBC Sports during the season, and he's helping with the clothing line now. So he's doing all the financials, all the hard CEO work, so I can just be creative. And then we're also talking about writing a book together, a couples book.
How did becoming a mother transform your career life, and did it force you to change direction and rethink the path you set forth on before kids, marriage, and how did you do all of that?
For me, I started in PR, oddly enough, not actually clothing, but I always loved clothing. And after I had Nala, we decided, I don't want to go to work outside of home because I wanted to be able to juggle mom life and football because he was gone all the time. So the juggling part came with I had to be able to be myself because I was not used to not working, and also be able to support him. So it was a lot of conversations, and then one day I was like, well, what? I was like, I can't do this. I was like, I don't like just being a mom, as bad as it sounds, and I found out how much I love being a mom. But I had to find myself within my new role.
I am here with one of today's co-sponsors, New Jersey family, Dina El Nabli. Dina, how are you?
Doing well. Thank you, Lisa Marie. Loved today. This was so inspiring. I feel that what we took away from this is that no matter where you are in your parenting journey, everyone relates to this. We're all struggling with working and the kids, and we share the same struggles, and we got so much inspiring. We're so inspired by the tips today.
And I love that no matter your race, your background, your upbringing, the struggle is all the same.
Exactly. It's like, well, laundry, waking up at 5 in the morning to have like a quiet time, but then knowing that there's a real passion in you and really working hard. I mean, we heard from Mallika, she worked hard to make her dream a reality of getting that book, published. And I think we all have that dream. And I think what we heard today is that you can actually make it happen. And now, 10 years ago, there was no such thing as MOMBOSS. And now everybody's talking about this movement, and it's really real, and mompreneurs are making a huge impact, as you can see from the turnout today. So this, I feel, has just been so great for our brand because our moms really relate. They see that they are moms, but they're also women who have their own desire to be complete outside of their role as a mom. So that's been fabulous for us. I think now in corporate America even is realizing that we need flexibility. We can't be at our desks 9 to 5. People are working from home. Telecommuting is becoming a big thing. And so now, if wherever you are, it's like you think about the kids first, and then you think about how you fit work into it. And people are realizing that it's okay. 10 years ago, it was taboo. You couldn't say, I'm coming in late, I have a PTA thing. You couldn't say that. Now it's like, okay, how do I work the meeting around that? Now it's the new normal. Everyone relates to this. And I met a mom today whose kids are out of college, and she said, all of this, these issues they're raising today, I felt 25 years ago, and we couldn't speak about it. So it's just that the struggles are the same. It's just now that we're supporting each other as women and moms, which is great.
I had to move to Paris because my husband got transferred there. And it was very hard because for some reason I thought that my identity was being taken away because I had just also given birth to my second daughter at the time. She was 2 weeks old when we moved. So I think it was more of a struggle. I believed that I had to work again in a bank in Paris, except that I didn't have a work visa. Nobody wanted to sponsor me. My French was kind of non-existent at the time. And I think it was just all silver lining. I became a mom, and then you just really realize if you're going to leave your kids, you have to do something that you're passionate about. It just takes too long to figure out how to do that and how to get there.
I have 2 little ones. I have an 8-year-old boy and a 5-year-old girl. The little one is still in preschool, so I'm half time being a mom and half time trying to be a mom boss. And so I have a jewelry line that I do on the side. I do that with my sisters. It's our project that we've been working on for the past 5 years. It's something that brought us all together. Our line is Cayetano Legacy Collection. We sell it online and also in Bloomingdale's, which is great. And then I also have my own personal blog. It's called Paris and a Latte, where I do a lot of lifestyle pieces, and I share things about New Jersey and just mom life. It's so motivating when you hear people's stories. These are things that you think about in your minds, but to hear people talk it out loud, it just makes you feel better about yourself,
What was the one takeaway you took from this?
Let's see, I think it was Cheldin's message at the end. They were asking her what's her priority in life, and her priority was just to live well, right? And that means so many things. It means whether you want to live a beautiful life, whether it means that you travel a lot. Just think about what your priority is for yourself and live well. Live your best life that you can live.
Well, I found it very interesting because since I've been an entrepreneur for like 23 years, I forgot that a lot of these people are new and don't know that it will all be fine on the other side of it, which is why I felt at the end I needed to stand up and say, your kids will be fine. You're giving them a great example because they can see that you can function and cope no matter what happens. You're not relying on somebody else. So as they get older, they learn that they do not need to rely on other people. They can do whatever they want on their own. It's all about structure. Any kind of structure you can get in the life will make so much easier. I'm a mom of 3 boys. And now they're much older, but I had a business all throughout when they were young, and without structure, you drown. With structure, you've got something you can rely on, something they can rely on, which is even more important, because kids thrive on structure. We know that, like in school. You need it at home, too, for meals, for homework, for everything, so that the kids can know what to expect, so there's no panic.
Thank you for joining us on another edition of Hip New Jersey. For everything Garden State, visit us at hipnewjersey.com. We'll see you next time.